Hello and welcome to Path of Darkness, my Star Wars Conquest Sith campaign. Now, if you joined me last time, you'd have noticed that I started construction on my Sith Academy, and I'm happy to say that is now complete and I can now recruit 4 sensitives. However, I've already recruited a couple, so here we go. I now have 5 of them at the moment, and as you can see, I've got the option to upgrade them to either a Sith Hopeful or a Jedi Hopeful. So, good news there. Now, I'm not sure if I actually brought this up, but because basically I waited, off video to actually get that built, so we didn't have to wait a full month. But something else happened on Almania here. I figured this is where I will be doing all my Sith alchemy, all my experiments, to help further the Sith Empire. So it seemed like a good idea to build a Rancor pit to test a few experiments on. So that is currently being built. 16 days left, and I never actually noticed this, but if we have a walk around on the planet, this is actually a really nice planet. It's got this whole sort of temple looking area here. I did a bit of research. I believe this was to do this was where a certain famous Jedi master came from, although I forget his name already, but yeah, we'll soon wipe out that from the history books once we take over. Anyway, moving on. And as I said, I waited, made sure the time basically went through the whole month so the Sith Academy could be built. I had a few huts that came looking for a fight. I dealt with them no problem. A couple of them are prisoner, and I've leveled up. In fact, every companion I have has leveled up, so I'm going to quickly look at upgrading them. I think I'm going to leave the droids at the moment until I know what I want to do with them. But let's take a look at Kyle. We've got a couple of points here. I'm thinking of investing them in strength, although agility would be nice so they move quick. But slow's not too bad if they're somewhat tankish. 2 points in agility does not allow me to raise my athletics, so I'll hold off on that. Better to invest in strength, perhaps get that maxed out first. Now, I believe if I can get Force Knowledge level 6, he can use the highest form of Force powers, so I think I'm going to focus on doing that first. Now, someone brought it up that, first of all, a couple of my Sith do need shields so they don't get taken out as they, push upon the enemy. I agree with that. I will handle that. But it was also mentioned that, some of my guys, they're aliens. Basically, I shouldn't have aliens, but that's why I've created the Shadow Guard, because the Shadow Guard will end up being, because he don't look very good, but as soon as we get the Shadow Guard helmets, they look a lot better, and then you won't know they're alien, and I'll just, not even bring it up. But I want to point out, while I was waiting, I checked on my own planet, Raxus Prime, and guess what was in stock? The Shadow Guard helmet at long last. So I just need 2 more. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these guys upgraded. His Force Knowledge is already maxed. I think I'm going to continue on. In fact, Iron Flesh, I reckon, he needs his health. He needs to be able to just, take the damage. I do like his armor. Apparently it's miserable for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why. Now here, I don't really know what to increase on him. I've got all these points. Strength is always handy just because, I can increase his health, even if I don't want to increase his power strike anymore. The only other thing that's worth really increasing would be would be his athletics, and I could always get him a vehicle too, but I don't really want to. Mounted accuracy, perhaps? I prefer him not being in a vehicle. However, it might be for the best. I'll tell you what, why don't we increase his intelligence? Because he can be, since he's not actually going to be a Sith, I don't need to worry about strength too much. Then I can focus on increasing his, say, trainer skill. Plus doing this gives me about four skill points. Now I don't care too much about tactics. Having an advantage in a fight, I'd rather take on higher numbers in a battle and deal with them in one fell swoop, rather than, you know, having to take them in, you know, little clumps at a time. So having low tactics is fine for me. I could increase his tracking skill. That is a possibility. Sensors 2, although I've got a pilot for that. Although I'm not sure what I'm doing with him yet. All these skill points. I guess increasing his Iron Flash skill is a good start. Okay, in that case we'll use his spare points to get in athletics. If he can run faster on the field, that's better for me. In fact, we'll put in shield. Better he moves quicker, you know, in the field, but can also, you know, have a shield to defend himself. That would be very helpful. Still not sure what to do with skill points. I'll wait till I get him a decent weapon. My apprentice here, who is going to be a Sith, but also focus on medical stuff as well. As you can see, I can increase my trainer skill, my surgery. I think surgery is the most important skill to increase. If I go ahead and max this out, then at least there's a chance that I'm never going to lose anyone, because they'll always be knocked unconscious, which is very important. I do, however, need to increase her force knowledge skill, but that's going to have to wait for the moment. Moving on to the first of my Shadow Guard. As you can see, he looks so much better like that, and you can't even tell he's an alien, so I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to go ahead and max out the Iron Flesh, that way they'll stay alive longer. He's using a pole arm, so no point me giving him a shield. Same with these others. He's got 0 on force knowledge. I'm going to have to start investing there. Then we've got Davos, who I was looking to make my pilot of the ship. And I may as well start putting points in the trainer. Still unsure what to do with this guy. I may hold off until I have a better idea. While I don't want too many aliens, I do like transitions. And Chiss have always been an ally of the Sith. I was starting to invest in force knowledge, maybe perhaps make him a Sith, but not sure. We'll see. And I've got a few more down here. I'm not entirely sure what to do with them either. Her, on the other hand, she will be a pure Sith. Completely fine with that. Now who else? Raph. A Twi'lek Sith might be interesting. However, I haven't decided yet. Well, sure, why not? One thing that occurred to me is that I could go to the plastic surgeon and get him a different sort of hat, you know, a different face, if I so desired, so that's always an option. It's always an option. I have a feeling that all my companions that are Sith are going to be on my Dark Council, so I have no problem with doing this. Maybe I mean, I already put points in Arvis Sunright to treat him as a sort of, you know, a Sith, but if you've ever played Star Wars: The Old Republic, then, you know, Chiss make really good Imperial agents, so I could make him an agent of mine, like an assassin. That would be a nice little touch. Apparently I'm missing skills that I should have invested on her. There we go. And I was debating about making him a Sith as well, but I could always make him another Mandalorian. Though I have started investing points in Force Knowledge, I can easily change that up, so I won't bother too much with him just yet. Her, she can become a Sith though. Okay, so I think that was everyone. Finally, apart from myself. Let me quickly have a look and see what I've got. I've got a lot of attribute points here. Now, I could do with it increasing my charisma, getting my leadership up more, but I know that there's books and stuff out there that I can use and learn to increase my stats. So I'm sort of holding off and waiting. So I think I might invest this in agility. At least to get my athletics to 5, because we've seen how fast you move when you've got it maxed out. Let's at least do it there, and I'll save the other points for later. Never know what I'm going to use them for. Okay, so I picked up this leadership holocron, which once read will give me another point in leadership. That's why I'm holding off at the moment. I want to go ahead and learn that whenever I get the chance. So we're going to push on now, see what we can do. I've taken Raxus Prime, and someone actually mentioned, in fact a few people have been saying I should go recruit commanders. Let's take a quick look at that. Apparently I've just recruited a new commander. I have no idea what this does, but let's have a look. See if we find the right one. Its commanders are none. So I've just recruited a commander. I'm not entirely sure what they do. I haven't picked up any new people here. Oh, here we go. Commander Pechak has left neutral and joined the Sith Empire. Okay. That is very good indeed. I don't mind having some Mandalorians with me. Oh, it's a she, okay. Could have fooled me. Now, where is she? I'm not entirely sure, but first of all, let's stock up and then let's get out there. See what we can do. I'm curious what to give my agent then, if I'm going to make him an agent. Something tactical looking, but not full armour. I may end up just making it an Imperial officer uniform, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So, Currently have 600 credits, so making some money at this point in time is pretty vital. I reckon we need to go hit the huts. Now, someone mentioned it is hard to see this on the map. I agree. I don't think I can change the colour though. I can change the colour of all these other factions, but not that. However, eventually everything will be owned by me, so it's not really a problem. So let's have a look. I'm hoping to find some huts that want to come out and play. Get some experience for my new Sith. I guess we'll be fighting patrol fleets for a while. Look at all those lightsabers, I love it. And there's my Shadow Guard, first time in action. Oh, and I should point out that all of my Mandalorians that I recruited are basically maxed out now, and they are now Mandalorian Crusaders. They look pretty damn good. They look like that, although I do prefer the armour of the Commandos. Force sensitives have Sith blades by the look of it. And here's my Shadow Guard. That's a lot of lightsabers. Now, a few of you have mentioned that using a lightsaber is kind of overpowered, and I do agree with that. So I'm going to try and tone it down a little bit. But here we go, we got some Sith hopefuls now. Let's continue around here until we can find some enemies. Hopefully a big hut lord will come out to play. Another patrol fleet. I want to try and take as many as I can alive to sell. We need that money. Yeah, I definitely think that my guys need more athletics so they can move quicker. But what I could do is get these force powers to my allies as well. That will help. Okay. Grab everything we can at this point. And I think right now I'm going to try and just continue to upgrade my troops whenever I can. Still got a Nova Trooper. But I am curious about this. I recruited someone called Commander. So this was a neutral person. Was she just created, or has she always been here? I'm curious on how that works. Or perhaps had a different name until she was recruited. Because it doesn't show anyone who belongs to the neutral system or the neutral faction. Deserters there. Perfect. We'll take the Nova Troopers, they'll be worth quite a bit of money. Unless my guys kill them all first. I can just tell them you blood weapons. I suppose that will work. Now, I do have an overtrooper with me. I may get rid of him soon. Free up some space for upgrading. I know a few of you will be concerned about me running out of space, but not to worry, to be honest. I can't wait until I can bring out my Rancors, have them fighting, get them in the fray. I don't need you. I don't need you. You. Or you. Alright guys, I think I've got enough. Kill the rest. It's a beautiful thing. It's taking a bit too long here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now there's a couple of battle droids there. I wouldn't have mind picking up, but I think I'd rather wait till I've got the droid factory. So I'm going to leave all these behind. I'm going to take whatever prisoners we can though. Oh, I guess I'm full. Let's head back then. We'll go to Dak Shipyard, sell what we can there. Actually, I'll go back to Rexus Prime. The reason why I want to do that is because anything I sell there, hopefully the money will stay there, so if I buy from it, then basically keep up the amount of credits they have stored for the merchants, so if I need to get rid of something I can. I'd love to see my other commander though, wherever she is. I believe I've got money in the bank. Yes, 7,000. Okay, that's good to know. I had no idea about that. Right, let's get rid of these guys. I feel like I should be purchasing some more items for my people. I could get the force powers if I wanted to. That's probably not such a bad idea. So we want what? Force lightning? Always. I will be trying out some of these other ones like force choke and all that, but for the moment I'll hold off. Now we want the blunt force powers, that way my people will take people alive. Alright, so he's out at the moment. I could also buy a lightsaber for someone. Oh, actually, I need force block, don't I? I guess I'd rather go with force protect, which is the best shield available. Cost 2,000. That's fine. So first things first, I need to upgrade some of my people here, but like Ramkota, he's already pretty lethal as it is. I think it would be smart giving Kyle the shield, let him use one-handed. They'll still do a lot of damage. It's better he has a shield to take the damage as he pushes up, and we'll give him no, we can't use that item yet. Oh, in that case I guess I'll be talking to... I could talk to Ramkota, although I've got Kyra here. Yep. I think she's about ready For the Master Force powers, I do need to get her a lightsaber. And I do need to get her an outfit of sorts, but for now she can use those, take people out, that's fine. Okay, so everything's going well at the moment. Ooh. Some Sith apprentices, and he's finally got lightsabers. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so why don't I go ahead and dump off that Nova Trooper on Raxus Prime, and I still need more defenders here. I'd love to know where my commander is, but for the moment I'll worry about it later. Let's see if we can recruit anyone else from Ziost. 5 more, okay. I think to try, as much as I want like a whole bunch of Sith for my army, I could have an army comprised just of Sith, but the problem is that eventually they'll become very powerful and they would just decimate anyone I come across, and I still want some challenge to this, so I may hold off on that. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and make sure you join me next time. Goodbye.